Nissan Skyline GT-R 34, the pinnacle of Japanese engineering, the forbidden fruit, Godzilla, the poster every kid of every generation hung on their wall. This isn't just the story of a car, it's the story of a culture, an era, and a legend. Introducing the Nissan Skyline GT-R, the legend of the forbidden fruit. It wasn't legal in America, it barely made it to Europe, but everyone around the world knew it. How? Because when some things are forbidden, they become even greater legends, and their allure grows. I want to ask you this. Have you ever felt your heart race when you recognize the silhouette of something? A sound, a logo, a shape? And did you say to yourself, that's it? Most people feel this for the first time when they see the Nissan Skyline GT-R 34's distinctive square taillights. In this video, we'll try to tell you the full story of what is perhaps the world's most iconic Japanese car. From engineering details to JDM culture, from the Nürburgring legend to Hollywood, from its collectible value to its legal adventures in America. Are you ready? This isn't just a car, it's Japan's answer to the world. The origins of Godzilla. The Skyline series, which has been on the road since 1969, reclaimed the GT-R badge with the R32 in 1989. And with that badge, a story began that changed the face of the world. The history of the Nissan Skyline dates back to 1957. But the period that truly interests us is the post-1989 era, the year the GT-R returned to the stage after a 16-year hiatus. The R32 GT-R won 29 consecutive races in Japan's Group A Racing Championship, 0 losses. To that was added the Australian Championship. When the Australian car magazine Wheels saw this beast, it didn't know what to do and gave it a nickname, Godzilla. The R33 arrived and became the first production car to break the 8-minute barrier at the Nürburgring. Then, in 1999, history was made. Nissan took customer complaints about the R33 seriously. Customers complained that the car was too heavy, too big. Taking these into account, Nissan decided to produce something smaller, more focused, and sharper. The R34 emerged. RB26, DETT, the heart of the legend. 2.6 liters. Twin turbos. Inline 6. Don't let the numbers fool you. This engine is one of the best tuning platforms in history and remains unmatched to this day. Nissan installed the RB26 DETT engine at the heart of the R34. 2.6 liters, twin turbo, inline 6. Official power rating on paper, 276 horsepower. But everyone knows this. Japanese manufacturers, under a gentleman's agreement among all brands at the time, were only listing a maximum of 276 horsepower. Actual power? Most independent tests showed at least 320 to 330 horsepower. But the real miracle lay in the engine's tuning potential. It was possible to reliably achieve 500 or even 600 horsepower without spending extra money. With serious modifications, some R34s surpassed 1,000 horsepower. And the engine handled that power. It didn't break apart. That's why the term legend is used here. The ATESA ETS system, short for Advanced Total Traction Engineering System for All-Terrain, was one of the R34's most revolutionary features. Under normal conditions, the car was nearly rear-wheel drive. But if any slippage or loss of traction was detected, the system instantly transferred torque to the front axle. This didn't compromise either driving pleasure or safety. Both were meticulously engineered by Japanese engineers. Another pioneering technology, the 5.8-inch MFD screen in the vehicle's dashboard. For its time, it was pure cutting-edge technology. Turbo pressure, oil temperature, coolant temperature, exhaust gas temperature, you could see it all. If you opted for Nismo's special MFD, it also included a G-force meter and a tachometer. In 1999, in a production car, these were cutting-edge technologies for that era. Variants. Which one is the real Godzilla? The R34 GT-R isn't just a single model. Versions were produced, each with its own legend. Some were limited to just 19 units. Nissan offered the R34 GT-R in various versions. There was a pyramid ranging from the standard GT-R to the V-Spec, V-Spec 2, and N1 versions, and at the very top, almost bordering on the absurd, was the Nismo Z-Tune. Now, let's talk about the story behind these variants. 1. Standard GT-R approximately 10,000 plus units produced base model. Atessa, ETS, not Pro. Mechanical differential. 276 horsepower. Still Godzilla. 2. V-Spec victory specification. Atessa ETS Pro Plus Active LSD. Front splitter, side skirts, carbon fiber diffuser. Stiffer suspension. This is the real Godzilla. 3. V-Spec. 2 carbon fiber. Hood. A carbon fiber hood with NACA ducts has been added to the V-Spec. Post-Series 2 facelift. A collector's favorite. 4. V-Spec. N1 only 45 units. The N1 engine in the V-Spec, a factory spec engine with a blueprinted engine. No air conditioning, no stereo, no rear wiper. Built for racing. 5. M-Spec Nur Nürburgring version endurance focused. Softer suspension, leather seats, Bilstein shocks. The R34 for long-distance driving. 6. V-Spec 2 Nur 718 units produced V-Spec 2 plus Nürburgring special package. The Sprint Racers version. The final model to be legally available in the US in 2027. The most sought after. 7. V-Spec UK only 80 units. Official UK import, adapted for European use by Middlehurst Motorsport. Connolly leather seats. Special cooling package. 8. Nismo Z-Tune 19 units worldwide. 2.8-liter engine displacement. 493 horsepower. GT500 and Le Mans GT. 2 technology. Selected from V-Spec 2 models with under 18,000 kilometers. Includes carbon fiber trunk. $1.98 million. Nismo launched the Z-Tune project in 2006, planning to produce 20 units. However, to find V-Spec 2 models with under 18,000 kilometers and a clean history, the entire country of Japan was searched, and only 19 vehicles were found. Each was sent to the Omori factory. The RB26 engine was bored out to 2.8 liters. New turbochargers were installed, the suspension was reset, and the interior was refurbished. Each vehicle was given Nismo's special carbon fiber case. This case contained all maintenance and modification records for the vehicle. These 19 vehicles are the world's most valuable production Nissans. JDM culture, the forbidden fruit. JDM is not just a marketing term. It is an abbreviation for a philosophy, a mindset, and the identity of a generation. And the R34 is the crowned king of this culture. The Japanese domestic market. By the late 1990s, Japan was experiencing the golden age of automotive engineering. The Toyota Supra Mark IV, Mazda RX-7 FD, Honda NSX, Mitsubishi Lancer, Evolution, Subaru Impreza WRX. These cars didn't come to the West. Either they didn't come at all, or only very limited versions were available. And it was this inaccessibility that turned JDM into a legend. The passion for the unattainable grew steadily. The motorsport culture in Japan was entirely different. Mountain pass races, illegal speed races held on Japan's winding mountain roads, were the R34's true home. The initial D manga and anime series introduced this culture to the world. Night races on Tokyo's Wangan Expressway, the Midnight Club, and Wangan Midnight Legends. The R34 grew up within this culture. It was this culture that made it famous worldwide. For Japanese youth, the R34 wasn't just a car. It was practically a symbol of freedom. Amid the economic hardships, strict social norms, and pressures Japan faced at the time, this vehicle, skillfully navigating the curves of mountain passes under the cover of night, served as an escape. and the tuning culture deepened this even further. Owning an R34 in Japan wasn't about status. It was a commitment, a promise to live with the car, to get to know it, and to both love and hate it. From a tuning culture perspective, the R34 was a playground. Nismo, HKS, Tomei, Trust, G-Ready, Mines. Tokyo and Osaka's most famous tuning shops developed products for the R34. Aftermarket parts catalogs for the R34 were thicker than the factory parts lists for some domestic cars. The engine, chassis, and suspension platform were that flexible and reliable. JDM culture had now found a solid foundation. Owning an R34 in Japan meant being part of a community. There were GT-R clubs in every city. Owners who came to the gates of the Nismo Omori factory would drink coffee and chat while entrusting their cars to the engineers. This relationship resembled the bond between an artisan and his clients more than that between a factory and its customers. This bond grew stronger with each passing day. The 5 pillars of JDM Tuge: culture, illegal races on mountain passes, the R34's natural habitat, tuning festivals, Tokyo Auto Salon and Osaka Auto Messe, the mecca of JDM. Gran Turismo. Effect. Sony PlayStation's simulator brought the R34 into the dreams of kids around the world. The illegality factor, its illegality in the US and Europe, only amplified the desire. Motorsport. DNA. Every version was backed by genuine racing engineering. Paul Walker, Bayside Blue, and beyond. In 2003, a film transformed a car made in Japan into an icon of global pop culture. And that film, that car, that color, they were forever linked. When Paul Walker drove the Bayside Blue R34 GT-R as Brian O'Connor, something changed for millions of young people around the world. For many, this was their first encounter with JDM, and that first impression was lasting. The car used in the film was truly a one-of-a-kind vehicle, personally configured by Paul Walker. The Bayside Blue color was Walker's own choice. He requested that the vinyl stickers on the body be removed and said, "Let the color speak." Nismo. Version 2. Bumper and side skirt kit, Volk Racing RE30 wheels, Turbonetics intercooler, Rotora brake system, OMP racing seats. Every detail was chosen by Walker. And the result? One of the most iconic cars in cinematic history emerged. However, an interesting turn of events occurred after the film. US Customs seized the car. Why? Because the car had been registered as a kit car to circumvent import restrictions. After a long and complicated legal process, the car was shipped to Germany and displayed for years at the Motor World Museum in Munich. In 2023, it was sold at a Bonhams auction in Brussels for an astronomical price of $1,357,000. That was a record price for an R34 at the time. Beyond Fast and Furious, the R34 appeared in nearly every game in the Gran Turismo series and became a car that fueled players' dreams. Need for Speed, Underground, Forza Motorsport, Tokyo, Extreme Racer, Wangan. Midnight Maximum Tune. In the digital world, the R34 was driven by far more people than the real one, and this digital experience led to a massive surge in real-world demand. Finally legal, 25 years later. The R34 was always banned in the US, but some things stand the test of time. Under the US 25-year rule, the legend has finally begun hitting American roads. The US NHTSA 25-year rule allows foreign vehicles to enter the country exempt from federal standards 25 years after their production date. Why is this rule so important for the R34? Because Nissan never officially brought the Skyline to the US, and this ban only amplified the desire for it. R34 enthusiasts have been eagerly awaiting the chance to drive this car on American roads. Starting in 2024, 1999 model R34s began entering the US legally. A new model year is added each passing year. By 2027, even the rarest models, the V-Spec 2 NUR and the 2002 model M-Spec NUR, will fall under this exemption. The result? R34 prices in the US have skyrocketed. Federal legality is one thing. State legality is another. California is the toughest state due to the California Air Resources Board. Some owners successfully registered their cars. Others got lost in the bureaucratic maze for months. Texas, Florida, and Montana, on the other hand, emerged as JDM-friendly states. In Europe, the situation was different. The UK partially accepted the R34 through official channels. Middlehurst Motorsport and Nissan GB officially imported 80 units of the V-Spec UK version. These cars were equipped with special cooling systems, separate coolers for the engine oil, transmission, and AWD transfer case, and a Connolly leather interior to prepare them for European driving. This was a perfect combination for German highways. Why is the R34 becoming so valuable? The answer is simple. Supply is always limited, while demand is endless. Only 11,578 R34 GT-Rs were ever produced. Some were destroyed in accidents, some lost their value due to excessive modifications, and some are sitting in collections in Japan. Finding a clean, original R34 on a global scale is getting harder every year. And as the US market opens up, demand is rising even further. Behind the wheel, Godzilla. Numbers and graphs aside, what does the R34 feel like? The answer to this question explains why it's so beloved. The paragraph in EVO magazine describing the first R34 test drive in the UK begins with a beautiful scene. A silver R34 GT-R, after being driven for hours on British roads, passes by a female driver. The woman pulls up alongside the car, raises two fingers, blows a kiss, and drives off. That, in a nutshell, is the essence of the R34's charisma. The engine feels ready even in low gears. The turbo kicks in, and it launches like a catapult. You ask yourself, how can this feel so powerful? The answer? Because it really is powerful. Don't let the official 276 horsepower figure fool you. The Atessa system worked like magic for its time. When you hit the gas in a corner, it's pure rear-wheel drive. As you accelerate, torque flows to the front axle. It's like a dual personality character, calm for daily driving, wild under pressure. Braking is excellent. The steering is fantastic and precise. There's none of that falling off a boat feeling you get in many big turbo cars. But perhaps the most impressive thing is this: the analog feel. The R34 is one of the last great sports cars from the pre-digital era. No launch control, no driving modes, no artificial weighting. The car listens to you. You listen to the car. And this connection is something rarely found in modern vehicles. The best handling car we've ever driven. This sentence was written about the R34 by Australia's Wheels magazine in 1999. And to this day, no one has been able to disprove it. Godzilla's legacy. The R34 went out of production in 2002, but its influence never faded. In 2026, 24 years after production ended, this car remains the star of every car meet, every collector's dream, and the poster on every teenager's wall. The R35 GT-R arrived in 2007. It was faster, much faster, 0 to 100 in 2.7 seconds. But it no longer bore the Skyline name. Its transmission was a PDK-style dual-clutch system. Its character was different. No one called the R35 Godzilla, because the Godzilla spirit was different, and that spirit resided in the R34. The R34's legacy lives on in 3 layers. The first layer, cultural legacy. From Gran Turismo to Fast and Furious, from Initial D to Wangan Midnight, this car shaped a generation's imagination. It's a part of the childhood of people now in their 30s. The second layer, engineering legacy. The RB26 engine is still being produced by Nismo as a spare part. The design of this engine rivaled the supercars of Europe and America from that era. Third layer, financial legacy. A car that cost $30,000 in 2015 is now trading between $150,000 and $300,000 in 2026. Rare versions have reached millions of dollars. And perhaps the most beautiful thing is this: talking about the R34 will never end. Because this car means different things to different people. For a young Japanese person, it represents freedom and identity. For a European, it's about pushing the boundaries of engineering. For an American collector, it's forbidden fruit and a secret desire. For a movie fan, it's Paul Walker and the memory of youth. Today, when you see an R34, whether on the road, at an auction, or in an Instagram feed, you pause. You recognize it. And something inside you, perhaps nostalgia, perhaps admiration, perhaps a touch of envy, ignites. That feeling is proof that it has transcended the mere status of a car. The R34 isn't just a piece of metal. It represents an era, and that era will never end. Godzilla never dies. It was produced in 1999. Production stopped in 2002. In 2026, it's still making hearts race all over the world. If you've watched this video, you already know why the R34 isn't just an ordinary car. Now I ask, if you could own an R34, which one would you choose? Leave a comment. What's the rarest R34 variant?